So I saw a very interesting post on Twitter. Shatfather, shout out to you. This was a very interesting read in terms of the responses and the comments that, you got. And I thought it was very interesting because in light of what Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is going through, I thought I'd come here to, basically listen to everybody that is, reminiscing, reflecting, talking about Gotham Knights, especially the fact that both games got released, in different years, but were revealed on the very same day. So Shotfather said, we gave Avengers and Gotham Knights hell, and those games didn't deserve it. Now, I need to cut out the Avengers part because I played just a little bit of the single player to a point. I didn't play the end game at all, and I was playing the Division at the time, so I don't really have much to say about the Avengers game. However, with Gotham Knights, I think I might be the most ardent Gotham Knights defender on the internet. Now, when we played Gotham Knights, our arguments were based on things like story, gameplay, mission progression, game structure, and I already conceded that the story for me was not strong. The story was basically a 6 out of 10. If I was being nice, maybe a 7. Not knowing that at the time we had influences like, SBI and some of these other, consultants writing in these games. We kind of sensed that something was off the moment we heard smashy, smashy, smash, smash. That's when we all we're like, what in the world kind of writing is this? I guess now we have our answer. However, with the programming, the gameplay, the structure of the game, I've always maintained that the hard work that was put in by a lot of the teams that didn't have anything to do with, influencing the narrative one way or the other, and even some of the narrative beats were solid for a Batman game showing the Bat family. So when you think about it and you realize that for the most part, a lot of people were also misled thinking that the game was a live service game when it is not. It does have some aspects to it that may make you think, oh, this is what live service games do. However, it has a closed-ended, spiral going on for it. You just go out every night and beat bad guys. You go back to base, they respawn, you go beat them again. Same old, same old. You just keep doing the same thing, and you don't need to do it with an internet connection. You can download the game, and like I said, give your internet cable to your dog, have him chew on it while you play Gotham Knights. It's not going to affect your gameplay experience. So seeing how Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has not met the expectations of some, I think it's very interesting for people to go back and do this all the time. They'll reminisce, for the most part. Well, I think we may have been too hard on this game. And as for Avengers, I'm not necessarily certain. It did have a lot of microtransactions in it. But for Gotham Knights, they had the little, the Jim Lee skins that you could basically buy with the deluxe edition and some currency that you basically get so much currency, you don't even know what to do with them. And that was basically it at launch. So when you think about it, I think for the most part, a lot of DC fans who are probably looking back at this, probably need to go ahead and check out Gotham Knights. Check it out for yourself, especially now that we've heard about, SBI being involved. I'm sure a lot more people wouldn't want to touch the game. But from a gameplay perspective, ladies and gentlemen, I think the game is actually pretty solid. The programming work here is beautiful. Trust me. For somebody who's actually working on making, their own video game, I spent like 3 hours this evening with one of our gameplay programmers. And, I just sat with him while I basically kind of conveyed my ideas on a piece of paper. And he was just banging out solution after solution after solution. And I can tell you that even he looked at this system when I showed him some things. He was like, wow, they really did that in the game. But it was a game that, people malign so much without looking very deeply at the mechanics. You just listen to a lot of these YouTubers just come here and basically spout nonsense because that's their job. They're word salad people without a camera and a microphone. We don't really know what they're about. Not saying that they don't have any other talents, but we haven't seen any of their talents because the microphone and the cameras that they even put on there and talk about, stuff is stuff that's made by other people who are actually putting their talents out there for a living. So, my thoughts on Gotham Knights is, from a gameplay perspective, it's very solid. From a structural perspective, it may throw some people off. Some people were like, well, why do I have to do the same thing over and over again? Yeah, I can understand that. I definitely get that. I'm a Division player, so same thing over and over again. Didn't necessarily scare me from a Batman game. I was a huge Batman fan. That did not necessarily deter me. I played the heck out of this game. Ins and outs. I mastered the combat with Robin. I don't even know how much of his combat. I think I may have done close to about 89 to 90% of mastery with his combat. With Batgirl, oh yeah, definitely mastered her combat to the best of my abilities. And I can tell you that my biggest, deficiencies with the combat are Nightwing and Red Hood. And those two, they fight very uniquely, but it's just the style of play is just so different. Some people were able to pick them up and adopt them at the same time. So when we think about these games, I think one thing that, fans can do is to be, in a sense, measured in their responses. I think that's just the easy thing to do. You don't have to be a jerk. You don't have to yell at devs. People were saying things like the devs are lazy and all this stuff. And I was just giving my opinion saying, guys, you don't understand the amount of work that went into this kind of a game. But, at the end of the day, people will attack you saying you're defending the devs because people are reactionary for the most part. But being on the internet, long enough, I just laughed and just kept on going. I literally went into robot mode and just made another 100 videos just to make the point that, hey, man, I can do this all day. Because for some strange reason, it's almost poetic to laugh and say, people coming back to say, that the game got too harsh of a criticism after carefully evaluating it, to me, I think that's actually huge. That's a big deal, because now they're seeing, okay, maybe, there are some aspects of this game that, are actually quite solid. And, Shadfather's been playing this game, by the way. I mean, I think he was just basically saying it from the perspective of, looking at how people are responding, but he's been on board with Gotham Knights. So this is not even about him. This is about the people whom, if you look at, say, the comment sections and stuff like that, which I've been seeing, I was seeing this stuff months back when I was making videos saying, hey, this is how you play the combat. This is what you got to do and all that. And people were like, man, I feel like I've been lied to. I feel like somebody didn't tell me tell me the truth. And I was like, well, yeah, because most of them probably didn't take enough time to actually learn or figure out the game properly. I've sat here and I've actually called out YouTubers by name. This is not something that I would do at any stretch by any means. But here I was pretty much calling YouTubers who had channels that are 20, 30 times bigger than this channel. And to me, I thought it was worth it, making sure that we knew what the truth was. That yes, you could have problems with certain areas, but, misrepresenting a game, that's the one that I just could not stand for. And, it happens all the time. To be honest, there are many games that I've seen get, misrepresented, even though I knew and I didn't say anything. But I think they came to home turf. When they touched Batman, I was like, sorry, I can't sit back and let you just do that. And so that's pretty much how, I think I found myself here. But I wanted to go ahead and just make this video, just talk a little bit about it. Have I been playing Gotham Knights lately? I think I played the other day, just a few minutes. I usually log in and I'll just, make sure that I can just beat a few bad guys. It's a really fun game. And, log off again. Nothing crazy. But Suicide Squad, have I been playing lately? I don't have any time to grind right now, so that's not in my, even the Division I haven't played in a while, and I got a clan that I got to go play some Division with, so I'll probably prioritize that before Suicide Squad. It is what it is. Sorry, Suicide Squad, but, I'm a Division agent, and I don't know if I want to be a Suicide Squad member and just commit to that just yet. But talk to me in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Peace out.